In this video, I'm going to talk about why you should stop setting deadlines for your targets and goals. I know it's kind of conflicting to things you've heard in the past. Set targets, set measurables, set deadlines, and there is a certain time and place for that. My name is Mike. I'm the owner of WinRate Consulting, and I coach entrepreneurs and high performers on a daily basis. And why I have the opinion that some people should stop setting deadlines is because when people get close to them, or you set this target, or you set this initiative, or this measure, we're going to do 10 million this year, 5 million this year, 1 million this year, by end of year, we're going to get this. What happens is, as you get closer to that deadline, and you may not be on pace to get there, you start to minimize, reduce, or adjust the target. If you're at September and you've only done, let's say 600,000, but your target was 1 million, 800,000 is a pretty good target. Or hey, we still grew year over year. You start to negotiate and adjust the target based on the predetermined timeline. The truth is, I don't believe there's a lot of difference between December 31st and January 1st. That yearly transition at this point is strictly a governmental tax season. It has nothing to do with business. Your business is going to continue month over month, week over week, day over day, forever, ideally. And when you set these deadlines, you start to carry pressure, you start to carry stress, you start to carry different things. I'm not suggesting that we don't have certain action items with deadlines. I'm not suggesting there isn't like, hey, we need to have this content shot by this date. We need to have this proposal out by this date. I'm talking about more holistic. I want to build a $5 million company, or I want to do $1 million in sales, or I want $1 million month. Those types of things. So it really comes down to what type of target. Action items and like vision type targets for your company or your life are not the same thing. And so when you're creating these vision type topics for your business or life, my mindset on this is I'm going to set something very clear, very measurable, very attainable, or at least perceived attainable, and I'm going to work towards that target until I get there. I'm going to work every day. It's like right now, my next base camp, which I'm not going to go into base camps in this video, but my next base camp for my company is $10 million. And I'm not setting it, so I'm not saying by a certain date, I'm not saying in a certain year. I'm going to work every single day until I get there. And the reality is, and you probably have heard this in some way or shape or form across, that it takes longer, it's harder, and it costs more money than you can ever imagine. Right? Some of the best entrepreneurs in the world talk about how it takes so much longer than you think it's going to, it costs so much more money than you think it's going to, and it is so much harder than you think it's going to be. If that is true, setting unnecessary predefined timelines to get to a destination creates a lot of unnecessary thought, angst, pivoting, adjustment, and deprioritization of activity. And so I challenge you to have deadlines for action items. When are certain things due? But from a mindset of building something for your business, building something for your life, building something bigger than where you are now, don't set a deadline. Set a mindset, put your foot in the ground, draw the line, and just say, I'm not going to stop working diligently every single day until I attain this thing. It took me years to get to the $3 million base camp I had. I don't know how long it's going to take me to get to 10 million in revenue. I really have no idea. But I'm not going to stop until I get there. Every decision I make, every day, every hire, every initiative, every content strategy, every ad, every video, every hire, every fire, every customer, it's all related towards that future desired outcome. And when you make every decision towards one unified outcome, no matter how long it takes, you will inevitably end up there. And so if you're constantly tired of setting yearly targets for your business, for your life, that you just keep falling short on, and then you change the target for the next year, don't do that. Don't stop till. That mindset will help you accomplish so much more than these unnecessary timelines on certain attainment levels in life. Again, I'm not talking about when is the content due, when is the proposal due, when is that meeting happening, when is that thing, that action item, that task. That still needs due dates and deadlines. But the mindset of the vision for your business and life, just don't stop till you get there. That's how I've coached it. That's how I've lived it. That's how I think the best of the best do it, is I'm going to attain this level no matter how long it takes. And they just don't give up till they get there. So try that. Try that right now. figure out a way or figure out something that you're just saying, I'm drawing the line. This is going to be what I'm going to have no matter how long it takes. Give it a shot. Let me know how it goes. Ultimately, my goal is to help you win fast and win often. This is what I do. It's how I live. It's what I preach. It's how I coach. It's how I mentor. I promise you, if you'd make this step, to have a zero doubt mentality that you are going to accomplish something no matter what comes up, no matter what happens, no matter how hard it is or how long it's going to take, I promise you, you will get there. Stop setting unnecessary deadlines that are causing you to pivot and adjust. Just show up every day and work diligently to making decisions towards that outcome. Subscribe to the channel. Check us out on the podcast, the Big Stud Podcast. Go to WinRate.com, WinRateConsulting.com if you want to learn more about what coaching with us looks like. But overall, I build this content for you. Comment below. Let me know if there's something that you're going to change about how you are going to show up today towards your targets and goals.